Good morning, everybody. It is August the 5th, 2016, and we're moving into the biggest news day of the month. We had a big rally yesterday in treasuries, and they held the gains overnight. So the bond treasury players, the economists of the trading world, are playing for a lower unemployment number than is currently forecast. 185 non-farm payroll, unemployment 4.8. I've seen 180 and 4.9. The ADP number came in higher than forecast. Hourly earnings up 0.3. It normally comes in up 0.2. So it's a little higher this month. Average work week 34.4. They use that number to confirm this number, see if they're in line, and then trade balance at minus 43, international trade balance, minus 43 billion. The focus, non-farm payrolls and the unemployment number. If you know what those are before the news hits the market, then you've got the trade. There is no liquidity as the news hits the market. The first reaction is done by news algos, and they're very, very fast, faster than we are in reading the headlines. They pay for a faster data feed than we have, and they're who we go up against. So our news day trading strategy, if you're nimble and if you can change your mind, and let's just say that the first move is up, value area low, value area high, and we have several videos on how to trade the news day. Then right here in the middle you've got the mode mean. Then you have the place where the news hit the market. So say in this case the market saw the news as bullish. The first place to enter the market would be a limit buy against the mode or the mean. It is the most aggressive, and you have to make this decision quickly. Sometimes you only have 20-30 seconds to make that decision. The second place to enter that trade is the limit buy against the value area low in this case, and the third place is where the news hit the market. Now quite often, if the market does not extend the initial range, 2 to 4 hours later it can get back to where the news hit the market, and everybody that provided liquidity on the way up is satisfied. So the key is range extension. So let's just say we take the most aggressive entry. We have a limit buy against the mode mean. If the market then should try to trade up and retest the current high. If the current high is not taken out, then it's going to go try to find out where support is. So the key is, if we don't extend the range on that first test, is to liquidate that position, let the market settle down, and trade development. This strategy requires a maturity and nimbleness that a novice or beginning trader probably does not have. So the second way to trade it is let the move take place. First rotation back is for support. Comes back up. If it doesn't take out the high, then it's going to move into stage 3 or development, and you'll be trading development plus or minus. And it's usually 30 seconds on the 10-year, 6 to 8, 30 seconds on the 30-year, and plus or minus 5 points on the E-mini. Is the way to do it. Now, if there were no news today, first sell would be 3 to 7. Second would be 11 to 15. On the buy side, 25 to 29. 17 to 21 for buy 2. So we put these numbers up just as reference points to help guide the trading after the news comes out. Okay, looking at the 30-year. First resistance is going to be 16 to 20. That's number one. The high of 26, so 23, 27 would be our first sell. Second sell would be 3 to 7. On the buy side, we have support at this X period low here at 9, R period low at 8. So 4 to 8. 29 to 01 would be buy 1. 17 to 21 would be buy 2. As we roll through the markets, you'll see how quiet all of them are. And it's back in the old days, we used to think that if anybody got the news early, it was the gold players. So we have resistance at 70, which is where it was. We left yesterday. We had a 70 plus or minus was our first sell, and 75. So 70, 72, sell 1. 75, 78, sell 2. On the buy side, 64, 66, buy 1. 60, 62, buy 2. I like the long side still in gold because of the chaos around the globe. Looking at the euro. Extending the range up, the currency players are playing for a number lower than forecast. So here we are, 112 even, sell 1. 1225, sell 2. And we're at 75. We're at resistance right now, this 80 area, give or take. We'll put a question mark by that. It looks like it's trying to trade higher. On the buy side, 1150, buy 1. Then 1125, buy 2. Crude oil was pretty quiet overnight. Not a lot of movement there either. Everybody just kind of sits back and waits to see what is going to happen on this news release. Fed can't raise interest rates no matter what the numbers are. Won't. But if they get a number higher than forecast, and we'll see. Well, if the data supports it, we'll raise rates. 42, 42 and a quarter, sell 1. 42.50, 42.75, sell 2. I think 41 even, 41 and a quarter, buy 1. Might take a 50 to get in. and then 40, 50, 40, 75 by 2. ES, get a number higher than forecast, might not rally. The initial reaction should be to the downside because the Fed can raise interest rates under those conditions. We know they won't because of the elections and trying to maintain their current favor with the administration. And this administration doesn't screw around. I mean, if you question them or their motives or anything like that, they come down on you quickly and with a pretty heavy hand. So we have resistance at 65, so 65, 67 would be sell 1, and then basically 70 to 75 would be sell 2. On the buy side, 58 to 60 would be buy 1, and then drop it down to 50 to 52 for buy 2. Okay, again, let's just assume on a Newsday trade that the first move is up. You've got mode mean, that's your first limit buy. Value area low, second limit buy. And where the news hits the market would be your third buy. If the market then does not extend and take out that high, you exit your trade and await development. If that is too taxing or beyond your skills, let the market make its move. Let it find support. Let it recheck and see if that is resistance, and then trade development. And on the E-mini, that's plus or minus 5 points. 185 non-farm payroll. 4.8 unemployment, hourly compensation up 0.3, work week 34.4, and trade deficit 43B, minus 43B, and Baker Hughes rig count 562 last week. That could be higher for North America. I remember at the heyday it was like 1,800. A lot of people have lost really, really good jobs. But I don't know how good they are, but there were high-paying jobs. The Baker Hughes rig count could come in higher than forecast. Okay, we'll be back in 25 minutes to see what the news is. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted and around. I'll get busy on that, and we'll see you on the news.